And you know how like, so like there were these PR companies that were attached to Firefest, right? That promoted this shit everywhere. And all of a sudden they're like absolved of any guilt because it's just this guy, Billy, who did everything and whatever, doesn't matter. Same thing with Epstein. But what's interesting about the girls was like, you just got to hear their stories. Like I never heard of any of these girls, right? And after watching the stories and how like they complained to the FBI, they complained to all these different places and like nobody ever listened to them, I go, oh shit, this is why the Me Too movement existed. Because as a dude that came into the Me Too movement, never being a douchebag to girls, like I never fucking mistreated women at all. I was always very good to girls. Like I looked at the Me Too and I was like, what's going on here? Like why are these girls like so angry at us? Like what? I'm the worst version of guy in terms of maybe like dating a lot, but I would never do anything bad to a girl.
You're not a boss. See,
no. But here I'm saying, this is what's really interesting. The girls tried to be heard for years. They weren't. All of a sudden, the voices are heard, right? I'm sure those weren't the only girls who talked to their boss or talked to HR about like their boss being inappropriate and were told to shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. So the second they're listened to, the floodgates are open. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's why this happened. This is like the straw that broke the camel's back type of thing.
Exactly.
And if I look at it through that perspective, even in the time, I go, yes, this is wrong. And saying things like, absolutes, like believe all women, that kind of stuff is wrong and probably wouldn't even be supported by them. But I get the feeling where it's like, if nobody's going to listen to you and now you got a microphone, you're going to scream into that shit.
I don't even think it's the rational ones that are saying it that are saying believe all women. I think it's a lot of that shit is crazy people. Like just that slogan is not something you could say. You can't say believe all men. You can't say believe all, you can't say that because then you're giving people the license to bullshit you. Yeah. Because you're not treating like if someone tells you a story and in this story, whether whoever it is, it's your boss. You're the victim of your boss. If you don't know the boss's version of it, you don't really know the truth. It's hard. It's hard to say. Yeah. It might very well be they're telling you the 100% truth, or they might be a fucking crazy person who blames everybody for everything that ever happened in their life, and they might be a pathological liar. There's a lot of people that are just liars. There's a lot of people that are manipulators. They make up stories to make other people look bad. Of course. But the nature of man is that men are disgusting. And when men are in control, like if a guy is the head of a fucking movie studio and he get all these dime pieces to suck on his dick to get a movie role, they've been doing that since the beginning of time. Yeah. And the problem is not just that the man wants to do that to all the actresses. There's another problem, that some of the actresses actively manipulate that man and seduce him so that they can get ahead. Oh, yeah. That's real, too. Yeah, 100%. What's real is that there were willing participants that were. If you're benefiting from the system, why would you reject it? Now, I'm not making a statement about Margot Robbie, right? I don't know what she's done in her life, and she probably earned every single one of her roles perfectly, no question. We don't even have to name any names.
My point is, you've never heard her complain about Hollywood because she's getting all the roles. The girls in Hollywood I hear complaining are 50. You don't think that's coincidental? Like Rose McGowan ages out of sucking dick to do the role?
You son of a bitch.
I'm just saying.
How dare you?
I'm just saying, isn't it coincidental when you age out of some shit, you complain? We're all guilty of it too. You see like all these comics, I see tons of comics be like, there's no jobs for like straight white comics. And it's like, you're 50.
Yeah, there's no jobs
weren't
for 50-year-old
any for 50-year-olds. Yeah,
you
like
gotta play a guy who's, you're a dad now.
I think a lot of times you see these things of convenience, man. It's like,
I wouldn't want to comment on that because I don't know exactly what her situation is or any of theirs, right? But what I do know,
again, I don't know either. But you look at the correlation, you see like, okay, maybe there was a time where this type of behavior was like how.